Hello, everybody. Welcome to a late night live stream. We're going to do a walkthrough of just my sublimation journey from the last 8 or 9 months, where I have a playlist all made up and I'm going to just play it through. I'll begin trying to participate with chat and talk to people as they drop by. I'll either jump on the mic and chat with people in the chat, or I'll chat in the chat depending on if there's a video playing and if there's talking in the video, so that my voice doesn't overlap the video and cause confusion. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm gonna be live for like an hour, maybe two, depending on how tired I get. It's been a long day. But let's get into the videos, shall we? Hello everybody, and welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be unboxing my sublimation printer, or my new printer that I'm going to turn into a sublimation printer, and I'm going to be doing my first sublimation project. I'm so excited for this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I am not going to be using the ink that comes with this Epson printer. I'm going to be putting it aside for my other Epson printer, and I'll use it when I need it. I bought Sublimation ink, which you can see right here. That is what's going to be going into this printer. Sublimation ink is different than the ink that came with this Epson printer. It's not inkjet ink. Sublimation ink is special ink that you use heat to infuse it into a product, like a shirt, sweater, cup, tumbler, hat, coaster, all kinds of things. There are so many things you can make with sublimation ink. You can make complicated designs and be able to put them on almost anything. So over the next couple of months, I'm going to be learning all about sublimation ink, all about what I'm able to make, what I'm able to put on, or what I'm able to put sublimation ink on. I'm sure there'll be trial and error. I am so excited for this journey. So back to this video, I've already opened up the printer. I'm putting all the ink in the printer. This is a little bit time consuming, so I sped it up for everybody. I'm registering the printer to my computer so that I'm able to use the printer, and I'm going to get into printing out my first design, putting it onto the t-shirt, and we're going to see the end result. I like working with vinyl. I like designing, making designs, putting them on the shirts with vinyl. I like the feel of it. I like the colors. I like the variety of vinyl that's out there. I really like the way vinyl shirts come out. The material's long lasting. It's very good products. But I noticed I was limited in a way I didn't like. With designs that have colors that merge, I was not able to make those with vinyl. You cannot merge different color vinyls together to get like splashes of color together and stuff. You weren't able to do that. So sublimation allows you to do a lot more complicated designs, a lot of colors all mixed together. This is why I decided to start getting into sublimation printing. So once I get all of the ink into the printer, the next thing I had to do was calibrate and align the printer. This is something I did with the last Epson printer. I calibrated it and aligned it, just set it all up. It just makes it so that your prints come out properly and all aligned. So after I got the alignment all done, the next thing I went in to do was printing out my first design. Now, I made this design for my son. He is getting into Fallout. He likes the game. He's been playing it a lot lately. So he asked me if I could make him a Fallout Shelter shirt. So I thought, hey, why not use this as my first sublimation project? I can make it a little nicer for him. I have bought the vinyl where you can print with inkjet printers and put it on shirts. I never liked the outcome. It would always wrinkle up. The colors would fade. It looked really nice when you first put it on the shirt, but after the first wash, it just looked terrible. So I didn't recommend the vinyl where you print and heat it onto the shirt with the inkjet printers. But sublimation is different. It's ink that's infused into the shirts with heat. So I thought it's way better to do this first project that he asked me to do with that. I'm able to make a design that's colorful, has lots of different colors in it, and do it as a test for my first sublimation project. So my goodness, I am not sure, but I don't think you guys can hear it, and I'm not sure why. Give me a second to see if I can fix it. Because it's showing that it was playing. And hello everybody, and welcome to a new video. Today's video I'm going to be unboxed. But I don't think you guys can. Hold on a second. Give me a second to see if I can fix it. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe it was. Nez, can you let me know if you were able to hear the video? Interesting, you're doing a live stream. Kids running around, husband at the bar. Kids are in bed sleeping because it's 11 o'clock at night or almost 11 o'clock at night. So thanks for that, but goodbye. All right, were you guys able to hear the video okay? Can I continue playing it? It was showing it was playing. Give me a sec. going to show you guys the end result. And I want you guys to let me know what you think of sublimation printing. Have you tried it? Is it something you want to try? What do you think's better? Do you think vinyl's better? Or do you think sublimation printing is better? What do you think it looks better on shirts? Let me know what you guys think of this design. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload in the future. Thank you guys all for watching, and have an amazing day. Hey Trinity, how are you doing?
Hey, Trinity. Hey, big boy. Shh, shh,
Shh, you're supposed to be at the bar.
shh.
Hey Jessica, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. We're just doing a look back over my sublimation journey. I haven't gone live in a while, so I figured why not interact with you guys a little bit, look back over some projects that I did over the last year. Just I'll go live for like maybe an hour or two, we'll see. I have here a hack that will allow you to sublimate on almost any surface. Let's get into the video. Kind of interesting looking back over the projects I've done. It's been a while since I've done these, so like a refresher type of thing. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. For this project, I'm going to be using a canvas, laminate sheets for a laminator, and sublimation paper. I'm also going to be using heat tape and scissors. For this project, I am going to turn this canvas that I have into something where I can sublimate on it using laminate pages. I came across this hack on YouTube and I had to try it. So I had sitting in my office a brand new package of laminate sheets because I have a laminator and you never know when you gotta laminate something. So I'm going to take one side of the laminate sheets, because there's two sides, because you laminate both sides of things. So I'm going to take one side of it, so I'm going to cut it to have one side. I can use the other side for another project. I am going to then use my heat press to press on the laminate page onto the canvas. And this is supposed to allow me to be able to sublimate on the canvas. So it is important to protect your heat press because you don't want any chance of the laminate page getting stuck to your mat or the top of your heat press. So I just laid a couple pages of copy paper on the bottom to set the canvas on and over top, so that when the heat press comes down it doesn't press against the laminate and get stuck the laminate gets stuck to the heat press. I didn't want that, so I just put the copy paper on both sides of your project. That way nothing gets stuck to your heat press. And you don't have to worry because I've tried this and the copy paper doesn't ruin or get stuck to your project at all. So once you have it all laid down, your copy paper on the bottom, then your canvas, and then your laminate over top of your canvas, and then the copy paper on top of the laminate. Once you get that all layered properly, what you're going to do is you're going to press down on this for 120 seconds at 350 degrees. Once that's all done, once it's all pressed on there, then we are going to cut all the excess laminate off from around the canvas. Now you can, if you want, pre-cut it. Like this is just a test project for me. I wanted to see how well it would turn out. Normally, if it's something I'm doing a lot of, or I've done it a few times, I would take out the exact measurements through my Cricut program and measure out or cut out the square that I need. And next time I do this, I will probably do that. But for this project, I didn't. So I'm just going to cut off all the extra laminate from around the canvas that didn't get stuck. Pre-cutting it would take this step right out of there. So after I get all the extra laminate from around the edges all cut off, next thing I'm going to do is lay my picture that I printed out on my sublimation paper with sublimation ink. I'm going to take that picture and I'm going to flip it on top, face down on the canvas, on the laminate that I just heat pressed onto the canvas. Now, it's very important that you remember to mirror your image because you're making it face down, and if you do not mirror it, it will show up backwards, and you don't want that. So remember to hit that mirror button, or if you're not using the Cricut program and you're just printing it off through Photoshop or through your Photos app on your computer desktop, just reverse the picture and then it will come out the way you need it to come out. So once I get all that pressed down, I put my photo on the canvas that has laminate heat pressed onto it. Then I put the copy paper back on top, over top, and then I heat press this for 120 seconds at 350 degrees. Remember to tape down your project so that it doesn't slide as it's being pressed and move around at all. You need heat tape to tape this down under a heat press. So once you get it all taped down and you get it pressed for 120 seconds, you take it out. I am absolutely blown away by this hack. It comes off as a glossy picture. I'm going to try this on so many different things. Wood, frames, all kinds of things. I'm going to give this a try and try this on so many different things to see what works with this hack. But I'm just blown away by the results. The image looks so bright and so nice. This is just a Dollar Tree canvas. That's all. It's a very cheap way to make photos that you can hang on your wall. I took a Dollar Tree photo or canvas and some copy paper. You need sublimation paper, which in all is not that expensive, and laminate, which is very cheap, a couple bucks at Walmart or wherever else you might want it. You can find it on Amazon, you can find it at your local grocery store. Most times our grocery stores have them anyway. So very cheap, inexpensive way to make amazing photos to be able to hang on your wall. It came out fantastic. I'm so impressed with the results. So here is how to sublimate on canvas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. If you got a comment, leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried this? Maybe you have some ideas on what this might work fantastic on. Let me know in the comments. And have an awesome day, everybody. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. For this video I'm going to try to sublimate on a piece of wood. The first thing I did was I painted a white layer over the wood. I completely painted the whole thing and then I set it aside to dry. After I let it dry, I painted it with a coat of epoxy. And I set it aside and let it dry again. And while it was drying, I picked out my picture that I was going to put on the wood. I printed it out on sublimation paper with sublimation ink, sized it all up. I had it all sized up and cut out and ready to go for when the piece of wood was ready. Now this is just a oval shaped piece of wood that I got from the Dollar Tree. I picked up a lot of different things to experiment with crafts. So the Dollar Tree has so many things you can do or gather up for crafts. So this was something I found at the Dollar Tree. Here's the polyacrylic that I put over top of the white paint. So once all the white paint was dry, I put a layer of this polyacrylic on it. I used a sponge brush to make it an even layer across the whole piece of wood, cover the whole thing, set it aside, let it dry. It says that I think it dries in like 20 minutes or so, but Sorry, guys. I don't know how that got in the playlist. It's not a sublimation project video. We're doing sublimation videos, going
Hello
over
everybody
sublimation
and
videos.
welcome to a new video. In this video we are doing some sublimation. I'm going to be sublimating 3 shirts and for 2 of the shirts I'm going to be using 2 Mid-Journey photos.
I hope you guys are all doing good. AC, thanks for dropping by. Brian, Nez, Darlene, good to see all of you guys. Freeside, Grim, good to see you guys. It's been a while since I've been live, so it's good to pop in and see how everybody's doing and interact with everybody a little bit.
Float shirt for my son, so that's going to be the 3rd shirt in this video. So once I've gotten the photos already in Photoshop, all done up the way I wanted them, I mirrored them so that they will go in the shirts properly. Once they were all ready, I printed out the 3 photos and got everything ready to put them on the shirts. Now for these shirts, I pressed them on at 400 degrees for 35 seconds. So the reason I got into Midjourney is because there was a few people on YouTube that were getting it using Midjourney, and they got my husband, What's Truth, into using Midjourney. I had another friend reach out to me because he knows that I make t-shirts. He reached out to me and showed me the Midjourney program and said this would be a good program to use. Maybe you could make a few really nice t-shirts with this program. I kind of brushed it off for a long while, like a couple of months. I think I brushed this program off. Everybody was using it, and then I started planning a Christmas live stream and started working with my husband, What's Truth, making AI art through Midjourney for my live stream. And that's when I really started to get into this Midjourney program, and I started to really see the potential in this program.
Absolutely, Brian. I've been enjoying seeing all of the different things that I can make. It's been fun testing out and experimenting different things, different kinds of project materials. And I've been doing tumblers and mugs and canvases, shirts, all kinds of fun stuff. So what I've been doing recently is seeing the different kind of materials that I can sublimate on. And I think one of my favorite was the glow in the dark vinyl that I sublimated and how it would glow in the dark. So I found that really neat and that was really fun to do. And I had fun sublimating the glitter vinyl and seeing what kind of results I could get from that. I'm not going to give it away, but I have 5 or 6 other videos that I have already recorded and done. I just have to go through the editing process and release them. Editing takes some time, so, but I will get it done and released, and I hope you guys enjoy them.
Absolutely love the design, so I thought it would look really nice on a t-shirt, and it turned out came out fantastic. And the 3rd image is the Fallout shirt that I took a couple characters from the Fallout game and designed that shirt, and I made that design and put it on.
Hey Susie, how are you doing?
So here are the final results of the shirt.
I'm glad that they've got it over halfway contained, Jessica. We deal with forest fires every year really bad here, so I know what it does. Like we've had towns destroyed and people have lost their lives, people have lost their homes, people have lost their communities. It's crazy and it is hard on everybody's health. It pollutes the air. It's really a devastating thing. So I hope that they get the fires out where you are soon, or you guys get a really good dose of rain. Oh, I've been doing good, Susie. Thanks for asking. Just keeping busy. A lot going on. But yeah, I actually have, instead of sitting and watching a couple shows after I got all the kids to bed, I figured I'd go live, hang out with people, do a chat, catch up, all that fun stuff, because it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I haven't even been putting out videos as much as I would like to because I've been so busy, but we're getting it done. I have about 5 or 6 videos that I'm currently working on that I got to edit up and release. I was gonna edit tonight, but I figure that this would be something fun to do, something different to do. So I want to thank everybody for who is dropping by, hitting the like button, supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. So once I've gotten the design all ready, I print out the design in 3 different versions. One I print out in the sizer transfer sheet. The second I'm printing it out on the Mr. R transfer sheets, just one sheet, and the third I'm printing out on regular sublimation paper. Those are going to be the 3 different tests I do for this video. I'm going to compare each of the results together once I have finished making all of the shirts. For the sizer transfer sheets, once you print them, you have to let the ink dry before you can do the cutting. So you can preheat your heat press and just stick it under the heat press, but don't push the heat press down. Just have it sitting under the heat press for about a minute and the ink will dry. So once I have all of them printed, I dried out the sizer transfer sheets. Once I have that all done, I cut out the sizer and Mr. R
designs, because if you don't cut out your design, any white on the sheet will show up on the shirt. So if you don't want a big square white background behind your design, you need to cut your design out. For the sublimation paper one, I needed to mirror it. For the Sizer and Mr. R transfer sheets, you do not need to mirror the image before printing. I printed the designs right on the Mr. R and Sizer transfer sheets. There is another method that I will go over in another video. So the heating instructions for all three of these types of sheets are: for the Sizer transfer sheets, you dry it 1 minute, then do the cutting, and then you preheat your heat press to 311 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you're going to press that on for 15 seconds. For the Mr. R transfer sheets, you need to preheat your heat press to 360 degrees Fahrenheit, and that one will be pressed on for 20 seconds. And for my regular sublimation paper that's going on a sublimation 100% polyester shirt, it's going to be heated for 400 degrees Fahrenheit and pressed on for 40 seconds. Now for the Sizer transfer sheets, they come with a transfer paper to be able to transfer the design onto the t-shirt, but you only need that if there's multiple parts to your design. If it's just one piece, you don't need to use the transfer papers or the transfer sheet to transfer it over. So I went ahead and took the design that I made for the first 3 shirts, and I took out the black background, and because it's going on a black shirt anyway, to make it more than one piece, so I can show you how the transfer sheet worked, or how well it worked for that matter. Now, it's important to note that the Sizer transfer sheets are quite expensive. It was $35 for 5 sheets. Like, this stuff is so pricey, and they claim that it's very easy to weed. Now, for a very detailed photo, it was not easy to weed, from my experience. And for the transfer paper, to transfer it over to the shirt, I had a really hard time getting that transfer paper to pick up the design, all the little parts of the design, to be able to put it on the shirt. Maybe I should have went with a more simple design for this method. Maybe my design was just too complicated and too small for the transfer paper. But from my experience, for how expensive this is, and it didn't work out as well as I hoped it would work out, I'm not impressed with the price of these transfer papers. Now, I do need to wait 24 hours and then put them through a wash cycle and see the results of that, to see if it's worth the money in that area. Now, I've used in the past products for an inkjet printer to print and put on a shirt, and every one of them, after washed, they come out wrinkled and cracked and very, very faded. Now, I'm hoping, because this is very highly recommended and for sublimation ink for black shirts, for cotton shirts, for colored shirts, that I'm hoping that it doesn't have the same results. So I'm going to do a follow-up video, a part 2 of this video, to review what the shirts look like after a wash, to see if they hold up, or if there's any fading or any cracking or any shrinking in the from the washer. So once I've got them, all of the shirts done, I laid them all together. Now the first two on the left hand side, they're both the sizer transfer sheets. The top one is the one where I removed the background and transferred it on with the special paper that comes in the pack. The bottom one is just a one piece on the shirt. And if you look really closely up at the top, you will see that I didn't cut so well, and there's a little tiny bit of white that shows up. That's why it's important to cut out your design if you do not want any of the white to show from the transfer paper. See, that's the difference between regular sublimating and using these transfer sheets. They're on a white background so that you can put them on dark colors. Sublimation does not work on dark colors or cotton. It will sublimation ink will wash out of cotton, and it will not work on dark colors. You need a white 100% polyester shirt for sublimating. So these sublimating transfer sheets are supposed to be a way to sublimate on cotton and on dark clothing or colored clothing. Now the two on the right, the top one is the Mr. R transfer paper, and the bottom white one is just a regular sublimation shirt, to show you the difference between real sublimation on polyester and these sublimations on cotton on black shirts. Like I said, we are going to do a follow-up video to after 24 hours. I'm going to do a wash test, see what the results are from that wash test, see how these transfer papers hold up in the wash. So here are the results from all 4 of my presses. Let me know what you think of the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you find this helpful. And I hope you guys all have an awesome day. Okay, look guys, check this out. I got some stuff here. Oh. Let's move these out of the way. Some exciting stuff here. More sublimation paper, which is awesome. I needed more. I did get some special canvases, some circles, and some flower-shaped canvases for some project. I got a whole bunch of canvases. I still have a whole bunch from my other pack. Stocking up on canvases. Got those at the Dollar Tree. But I ordered these off Amazon. These, I'm so excited about these. Open this up. This is so exciting. You might not be able to see. Oh, that is so nice. What this is. Look at that. It's a humongous sublimation blanket. I know you guys, I have to show you a nice picture of it all stretched out, because you can't really see it this way, but it's a 3x3 sublimation blanket. How big are these squares? Not really squares, more rectangles. Let me see here. 46 by 25. 25. 46 by 25. That's pretty big. So we're going to try to sublimate this. And see how it turns out. Alright. Very nice. The back's so soft. It's so soft. So we're going to do that. That's amazing. Okay, and we have one more thing here. Check this out. This is a sublimation kit. We have, I also got a whole thing of magnets that I'm going to sublimate. So we've got here, we've got coasters, 2 different kinds of coasters. We got some earrings and keychains. All the hardware for it. The hardware for the earrings. They're not too heavy. They're pretty light, so we'll be comfortable wearing them. And square keychains. Little bone keychains. And circles. Oh, and rectangles too. Some rectangle keychains. So, what is it? 3 of the bones. 3 of the rectangles. 3 circles. And 3 squares. And 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of earrings. Okay, so there's that. Now, these feel like mouse pads. So I think that's what these are. 4 mouse pads. Awesome. So I can make some mouse pads. And these are in a package together. How do you open this thing? Oh, here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3 pillowcases. So where'd they go? They have the zippers, so you can stuff them with anything you want. And the last thing we got here is three puzzles. This is going to be so fun to do. This is the first time I'm going to be sublimating a puzzle. Actually, I haven't sublimated coasters or blankets yet either, so a lot of new things that I'm going to be doing. But I want to turn this into a fun project for my first puzzle. I want to get my audience involved with the first image I'm going to put on a puzzle. So for the first puzzle, I want to get my audience involved.
Hey, Ellie, hope you're doing good. Is anybody? Nope, nope, no difference. Same crazy stuff. I tend to just ignore the crazy, though. I don't pay attention to it. Not worth it. Not worth getting upset over, not worth paying attention to. Just ignore mostly everything. But if you ever want to chat, I think you have my email, and I can let you know what's been going on. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate that. It's been a while since I've gone live. It's nice to chat with everybody. Going over some old projects I've done over the last year. Yes, Brian, I will definitely look into some leather projects for future videos. I got so many projects on the go right now, so many things that experiments that I have in my head. I am a few videos behind in editing. I got my how-to series for members that I'm working on. I am planning some giveaways for members when I start to pick up on members. I'm working on a lot of things right now and trying to put out some content that you guys will enjoy. Hey Jen, how are you doing? Good to see you. I follow Ellie. Hey Graham, I think you left for a bit. Welcome back. But yes, I definitely will try and make some projects with leather and do some experimenting. Definitely. I'm here for Ellie. Thank you for coming by, Jen. Hope you're doing well. YouTube story. I've noticed that with YouTube. I wonder if you guys can hear me over the music. I've noticed that with YouTube. Sometimes when I first pop into a chat, when I'm watching somebody's live stream, that there'll be a couple of people where their first letter is gone, and then after a while, when the chat starts rolling, it fixes itself, or I leave and come back and it fixes itself. But I've noticed that a couple of times that people lose the first letter of their name in the chat. Oh, okay, Brian. I don't think you see your own name, Jessica. I think it's other people's names you see. But I don't know. I don't pay much attention to YouTube. I haven't been around much lately because I've been so busy. But I've never noticed my own name. I've been missing doing the live streams. Hopefully I can do some more soon, some more live streams. Maybe I can set up another giveaway live stream. We'll see how the next couple of months go. Summer's usually pretty busy. Don't take my J away. Huh. This is not a sublimation project. I don't know why it's in my sublimation playlist. We are doing sublimation. Oh, I liked these. It seems a few of my other crafting videos got in the mix. Oh well, I'll just skip through them.
First thing I gotta do is I gotta take them out of the box, gotta peel off that plastic layer over top to protect the surface of the sublimation blank. Next thing
What
I gotta
happened?
do is I gotta print out all three of the images that I'm gonna use for this video. What's truth?
What happened to the volume?
With
Oh,
Midjourney, I took
weird.
I edited them with Photoshop and added some text, changed the colors around.
I don't know what happened to the volume in this video.
And then I printed them next thing I gotta do is I gotta tape the images onto the metal blanks. And then after
That's really weird
I preheated
that
the heat press at
the volume
30
disappeared
and pressed each one
for this video.
5 seconds.
Let me just skip to the next one, and I will look back over that video and see what's going on. This one. Oh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt that I made. If it makes you guys feel any better, I'm seeing all of your names properly.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. For this video I'm going to be doing up a sublimation lighter. I ordered a few lighters off of a new website with a few other things that I'm going to be doing over the next few days. For this video, for the first lighter, I'm going to give it a test run, and I wanted to make a lighter for What's Truth. So I'm doing up a design for him for a lighter that I think that he will really love. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys think of the design that I end up using for the lighter. First off, I started with a similar design to the dog tags that I made him and the puzzle that I made him, but I realized when I got the cover for the lighter put together, I wasn't happy with how it just didn't seem like the right design for this project. Like I've used not the skull and bones for a project for him, but I have used one for the puzzle that I made for him, and it just didn't feel right for the lighter. I wanted to do something completely new, something completely different. So because I was unhappy with this, I scratched it and I decided to start.
If you guys notice, they're doing a lot of reconstructing with the chats. They've moved the chat for mobile. They're adding emojis or quick emojis to the chat. So they are messing with the chat trying to change it around, so that's probably why we've been dealing with bugs with the chat. They gotta go through and fix all of the bugs that they've created with their chat with all of these recent changes. I've noticed that the little heart and the 5 quick emojis that they put on mobile, they added that into desktop now. So I don't know if anybody else is seeing it or if it's just like some people, but I have noticed that they're changing the chat up a lot.
Up the heat press to get that all ready so that I could press it on to the lighter. I had to heat up the heat press at 350 degrees. I've got to press these photos onto the lighter for 70 seconds. I've got an awesome design for the next lighter that I'm going to do. I got an awesome idea. We're working on the design right now.
Oh, I just noticed Jessica said something in the chat about that. The new features. Yeah.
The design onto the cover for the lighter, the cover for the case for the lighter, and but one side of the lighter I put them through the press. I had to flip the lighter around and sublimate the other side as well. Once I get all that done, I'm gonna show you guys the results. I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments. So here is the results for the case and the lighter that I did. I think it came out absolutely amazing. The lighter is really, really nice. Really good quality. I'm really happy with how it's sublimated. I can't wait to get some designs for these done up so I can put some in the shop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have an awesome day.
some of these. Oh, sublimating the clock. I like
Hello
these.
everybody and welcome back. For this video I'm going to be making the clock. As you've seen, I put these two clocks that I designed on my community page. I did a poll which one people liked better. The family clock actually won, so that's going to be the clock I make for this video. So I printed the design out that I had made. I warmed up the heat press, got everything all ready, and then I just...
Well, I am going through a playlist, Ellie, and I add end screens and stuff to my videos, so I can't help. I'm trying to skip through some things. I'm signed into my account, and I have YouTube Premium or whatever it's called, where I don't get ads, so at least I won't have to deal with that. I do wish I had have made the the Star Wars clock, and I think I still might make it because I really like that design.
Two series for members. So I've got lots of projects in the works, lots being made, lots of new content coming. I'm trying to always come up with new content for you guys. I'm trying to come out with content that will help crafters know how to teach crafters how to make things with their Cricut and how to sublimate. So for the how-to series, that's for members only. So if you're interested, you can sign up for the membership and be notified when those videos come out. I'm also going to be doing a video going over the Cricut design space, all of the features of it, new things that are brought into the Cricut design space, how to do certain things in the Cricut design space. So I'm going to be doing a how to use the Cricut design.
No, I typically don't see ads on my own videos, but it will show me when I add info cards and end screens. Those aren't really ads, they're just playlists for options for people to click on, like other videos the subscriber or watcher might be interested in. But this clock came out really nice. I really like the way it turned out. Something about mountains, man. I love looking at the mountains. I did see for a brief time on mobile, I could hit go live and invite somebody into the live stream with me, another channel. And maybe that's what Brian King was talking about, how both channels would be live uh, together. It would be like something like what TikTok does, I think, with their live streams. But that disappeared shortly after it was released. Now the option is no longer there. I don't know if there was too many bugs and they got to fix it, or if they're just scrapping it, not going to bother anymore. I don't know.
There, I got it working. It works amazing. It looks amazing. I am so happy with the results of this clock. I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm going to skip ahead to the next video where I make this design. No, this isn't that design. This is a different design. I have just a couple more videos I'm going to play, and then I think I'm going
Hello,
to wrap
everybody,
this
and
up within
welcome
the
back
next
to the
20
channel.
minutes, half hour.
I have an awesome video for you guys today. I heard about this hack for sublimation, and I'm going to give it a try and see how it turns out. We are going to use glow-in-the-dark heat transfer vinyl and try to sublimate with it on a black shirt and see how it turns out. So the first thing we got to do is we've got to make up a design. I am a huge fan of the TV series The Flash. When I started watching The Flash, there was 4 seasons out, I think, and I binge watched the first few seasons, and I've been hooked ever since. Very sad to say, they just finished filming the very last season of The Flash. There was a season finale, and there's going to be no more Flash, so that's very sad to see, but I did enjoy the series and the show. For what I'm going to do for this is we're going to jump into Design Space, and I'm going to pick 5 of my favorite characters from the show The Flash that was on Team Flash, and I'm going to put them in the word Flash. And we're going to see if we can crate that up and put it on a shirt and see how well it turns out on glow-in-the-dark vinyl. So once I get the Flash design all finished, next step is I'm going to print off that design, and then I'm going to have to cut it. I'm going to have to cut out the shape of it with the glow-in-the-dark vinyl. Now, what I did was I took the 5 characters cut each one out of each letter, and then I took all the letters of the flash. I got a square box so I could line them up so they were all lined up perfectly with each other. And then you just select all of them. You flatten them so that they're all attached together. And I created an offset on around the word flash so that it would have like a white line around the outside of the word. And that's more for the glow-in-the-dark feature of the vinyl. So I print that off, and then when I send it off to the Cricut to cut out, it will cut out flash with the offset around it. And then, so that I can cut this design out of the glow-in-the-dark vinyl, what I've got to do is I just unflatten it. I get rid of the word flash and just leave the offset, but I turn the offset from print to cut, and then I can send it to the Cricut to cut. And that way I'll have two of the same size cuts to put on the shirt. So once I get that all done, everything's finished being designed, edited, the cuts are all ready to go. We go ahead and they're the right size. We go ahead and we cut them. First I cut out the glow-in-the-dark vinyl, then I cut out the printed word flash. I cut that out and we got it all ready. I warmed up the heat press and got that ready for the press, and I selected a shirt for it. So everything's ready to go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to press the glow-in-the-dark vinyl on the shirt first. And then once that's pressed, we have to let it completely cool down to be able to peel off the plastic top, or it will bring the layer back up. You got to let it cool completely. And then once that's cool, we can peel the top off and the plastic off of the vinyl, and then we can line up the sublimation so it's all ready, so we can press that on next. So once I get that all lined up, I tape it down with the heat transfer tape, I tape it down with the heat tape, and we press that on the glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I take it after it's done being pressed, I take it out of the heat press, I let it cool down, and then I go ahead and I take off the sublimation paper from the shirt, and we get to see the results. And I have to say, I think this came out fantastic. I was so surprised, like it came out amazing. So the next thing I had to do, or the next thing I wanted to do, was I wanted to find a dark room, shut the lights off, and see if the glow-in-the-dark feature worked. And to my surprise, it worked amazing. So now, not only can I sublimate on dark clothes or colored clothes with sublimation, but they have a glow-in-the-dark feature, which is awesome. This is an awesome hack. It turned out amazing, so if you've got some glow-in-the-dark HTV, give this a try. It'll turn out awesome. It was a very fun project to try out, and I enjoyed it, and I'm so happy with the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of how the shirt turned out, and if you're going to give this hack a try. Have a great day, everybody. everybody, and welcome to a new video. For this video, I'm going to be sublimating a LED clock. I got this clock off of a Sublimation supply store that is located in Canada. I thought that these would be really neat to order and make a couple up. So for this video, I'm going to be unboxing the LED clock, taking a look at it. I'm going to be sublimating it, seeing how well the metal sides sublimate and stick to the sides. We are going to go through the LED feature, setting the clock, all of that fun stuff. So let's get into it. Now, this LED clock comes with 3 sides you can sublimate. Out of the 6 sides on the clock is a cube. There is the face of the clock, and then on each side, beside the face of the clock, are spots for sublimation blanks, and the top of the clock, the top of the cube, is the 3rd side that has a sublimation blank. The bottom of the clock is where you set the clock and has all the buttons, and the back of the cube is what remains blank. So the first thing I did was decide what 3 images I wanted on the 3 sides that I'm going to be sublimating, and then I took the 3 photos that I'm going to be using. I sized them to the size I needed, printed them out, and then I started preparing the sublimation blanks by taking off the plastic. The plastic that's over top of the sublimation blanks, you peel that off. Then I taped down the sublimation blanks onto the photos and line them all up perfectly. And then the next thing I had to do was press the photos on the sublimation blanks. I pressed them at 360 degrees for 40 seconds. And then after I did that, waited for them to cool down, and then I removed the photo off the sublimation blank so I could put them on the clock. So these LED clocks, they come with a sticky pad on the 3 sides that you sublimate to be able to put these sublimation blanks on. So you just peel off the protective layer, and then it's ready to stick the sublimation blanks on. You just need to make sure that they're lined up correctly so that they fit on the right way, in the right position. Once I get all of the sublimation blanks on the sides of the clock, I start looking at the instructions to figure out how to set this clock, and looking at the LED feature of the clock. Now, when I originally picked these out and bought them, I thought you would be able to pick a color that you wanted the clock to be set as. Like if I wanted to just say blue or green or pink, I could do that, but these clocks have a cycle through feature, and that's it. So if you turn on the LED light, it will cycle through all of the colors continuously. It doesn't stay on one particular color. So if that is something that makes you decide whether or not you want this clock, that is something you should know ahead of time. You do not get to pick a color. It's simply turn on the LED feature or keep it off. There's a switch on the bottom of the clock of whether the light is on or not. It does glow really nice in the dark, which I liked, but I really thought that I would be able to set it at pink and leave it there, but no. Unfortunately, I was not. There's just one little switch to turn this LED light on and off, and it cycles through the few colors: blue, green, red, white. So this clock can set to the 24-hour clock or the 12-hour clock. So you can pick either or if you prefer to have it at the 12-hour clock with AM and PM, you can do that. Or if you like the 24-hour clock, some people prefer that, you can set it to that as well. It does have an alarm feature where you can set an alarm and it will go off. There's different tones for this clock. This clock has a built-in thermometer where it tells you the temperature of the room, which is really neat. So it's a very nice clock display. I like the LED feature. That's really nice. At night you'll be able to see it really good. So this is my review of this LED clock. I think it came out really nice. The pictures sublimated amazing on the blanks that came with it. So the quality there is awesome. The clock is very bright, and there's a dim feature on it if you want it to be dimmer. You can also turn off the LED so it's not lit up at all, save some battery. The clock itself takes 3 AAA batteries, and from what I can tell, they last a really long time in the clock, which is great. So here's my review of the clock. It sublimated amazing. It's a nice display, lots of information of the clock. I like the added temperature feature. I like the LED feature. Very nice clock. And you can put anything you want on it. Favorite TV show characters, favorite photos of outings that you've been to. Maybe you're an artist and want to put your designs on the clock. Totally up to you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And I hope you guys all have an awesome day. See you guys next time. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. I've got another sublimation hack for everybody. For those of you who watch the channel, you know I recently uploaded an insane shirt design, and then I posted options of different styles of it on my community page on a poll so people could choose which design they liked best. So I looked at the poll and the results. Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. For this video we are doing a part 2 of the white glitter HTV sublimation hack. I used a brand for part 1 on the last glitter HTV sublimation hack. I'll put the brand up on the screen so you guys can see it again, and I'll put a link in the corner to that video, so if you haven't seen it you can go check that one out first. And for this video we are using another glitter HTV, but this is the Sizer brand, and we're going to give this a try and compare it to the other white glitter HTV that I used and see if it turned out better, the same, or worse. So first thing I got to do is I'm going to do up a design for this t-shirt, and we are going to do this design on a black shirt and a white shirt for this video so I can compare the two. I also want to use the other brand on a white t-shirt, but maybe for a future video we will give that a try. So I'm making up this cute Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat shirt. I'm just messing around with the design, creating something that I like, and we're going to see how well it sublimates on the Sizer white glitter HTV. When sublimating, you're pretty limited to when sublimating t-shirts, you're pretty limited to polyester t-shirt and white, the color that you're really stuck using, because first off, when you print with sublimation ink, there's no white. So you need to put a sublimation design on a white background to get any white that might be in the picture. And that really limits you. And some people prefer cotton shirts over polyester shirts, and some people like to use colored shirts or black shirts. And you cannot sublimate on a black shirt because the ink will just disappear in the black. So it'd be a total waste of ink and time. This is one of the ways where you can sublimate on colors, black, cotton. You can sublimate on any different kind of shirt that you want. I also did a sublimation hack where I sublimated on glow in the dark HTV. That turned out really nice and I loved it. It was an awesome little hack, and you got a bonus of it glowed in the dark. So it was really neat to have that effect on your sublimation shirt. And I was able to sublimate on a black cotton shirt. It went through the wash, it didn't wash out, and the glow in the dark works really well, even though it was pressed with sublimation. So I've almost got this design for my t-shirts made up, and I'm going to double this design, and I'm going to put it on 2 shirts. I am going to also share a few little tricks that I use when using a Photoshop and Cricut Design Space. I'm going to do them into a little series of short videos, and that's going to be something that is going to be members only videos. Stay tuned for those to come out. And I mentioned before how I'm going to do a once a month draw for members only, and I've got some awesome prizes already set up for the first couple of months of the members only giveaways. So we've got this design almost done. What I'm going to do is I have to put outline around the design. Once I've got it all set up and flattened, I got to put an outline around it so that I can print the design and I can cut the outline out, so that the outline will be cut out on white glitter HTV and the design will be printed on sublimation paper with sublimation ink. This is the sizer glitter HTV that I bought. It came in a roll, so I'm just going to cut a couple sheets to be cut with the Cricut machine. Once I get them cut, we're going to put them onto the mat, and I'm going to cut out the design. And then we are going to go over and weed it. Once I've got the design all weeded for both shirts, I'm going to be cutting out the design for the sublimation design. And then we are going to line everything up and get ready to be put through the heat press. I happen to love glitter HTV. I've used colorful glitter HTV. It stays on the shirt amazing. It doesn't wash out. It lasts a very long time. So it makes me think that these t-shirts are going to last a long time, because glitter HTV is incredibly durable. I really like the sparkly aspect of the glitter HTV too. So this is the final results for the black shirt. We've got the white glitter HTV and the design printed on top of that. It came out amazing, guys. It's so sparkly and so pretty. And with the Sizer white glitter HTV, it didn't dull or go gray after being pressed, which is awesome. It came out just the way I wanted it, very bright. The colors from the sublimation came out really bright and colorful onto the glitter HTV. The sparkle is a nice touch for this design. I'm so happy with these shirts, guys. These are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and if you found this hack helpful. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all awesome, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. That's the end of the live stream. I'm going to shut it down now. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody that stopped by and hung out and chatted. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that I can do a live stream with you guys in the near future. Have a good night, or a good day, or good morning, everybody. See ya.